Welcome back to the Leonard Brothers game. I'm David,
I'm John.
and we're still playing a little bit of Skyrim. John's actually getting into a mission that he has not yet completed. Out of everything that he's done is this big character, and he's
Oh.
just punching her. Punch him. Get some real weapons there. Come on, yeah.
Where's my dagger?
Mm-hmm. Is there any, like, trophy you still need to get based on, like, unarmed damage, or
Probably. But really
not
don't
worth
have-
trying to collect on these people now? You gotta, kill them and move on. Anyways, today's topic I was thinking about is going to be Steam machines. If you're following any news about the CES.
Choo choo.
No.
Oh.
Steam is in the Steam OS from Valve, and then like the Steam. Yeah, they have these individual, specifically designed boxes, PCs that are, designed. If you have a big Steam library, it's supposed to be able to run like every game on it more efficiently than having Windows running in the background. It's supposed to make it easier, more like a console, but with higher quality graphics and being upgradable like a PC and at a cheaper cost.
Is it kind of like Linux then, or is it?
It's
like,
kind of like it's based on
running-
Linux. Yeah, it's based on Linux, and apparently there are ways of dual booting, so you can get like Windows on these systems too. So they're more than just game machines that little boxes that sit in this. Because Valve first introduced the feature called Big Picture, which basically if you had a PC, a home theater PC, or any other PC hooked up to your big screen TV, the idea was to change the interface so you could easily see everything on a big screen rather than having your monitor directly in front of you, like you normally would when you're playing a PC game.
Yeah.
But the fact that they announced 14 different machines, ranging anywhere from $500 to $6,000. This is a
That's quite a
huge range of random stuff. A lot of them aren't even that good of quality. I mean, it's something like i3 processors and like integrated graphics, and they cost thousands of dollars. It's like you're wasting your money if you try to go for one of these things. Like about 8 or 10 different companies releasing all these different systems, and it's just a complete mess.
You need to do your research then.
Yeah, you need to absolutely do your research. I mean, apparently the best ones are in the $500 to $600 range, at least for the price. They have certainly the processing power and the capability of upgrading easily, but I've always said, and I'm going to say it again because I don't think I've said it on any of the previous Let's Plays here. They need to narrow it down to like 3 systems: low, medium, and high. The low one being like say $200 or $300, high one being or medium being $400 to $500, and then like you got your high end being no higher than $800. It's $700 to $800. And to have them all be upgradable individually as well, and to have each Steam game have settings that say, I'm going to optimize myself to run as best as possible on these 3 gaming setups.
Or A, B, or C.
A, B, or C, yeah, kind of thing. And to have the graphics cards and the hard drives and stuff subsidized too. So instead of going into a store and seeing like a dozen different graphics cards, remember when we were shopping for your graphics cards for your Mac Pro?
Yeah.
There's like the GeForce and ATI Radeons and NVIDIAs and all kinds of different models and brands and different companies releasing the same card with like more memory or less memory or other features, and price ranges anywhere from like $100 to $500 for a video card.
Well, the problem too, at least with that, was that we're trying to buy it for my Mac, and
The Mac Pro is very picky on what video cards. Although with Mountain Lion and later, they have certainly opened up options with generic off-the-shelf PC cards rather than ordering one directly from Apple that costs at least 3 times as much as its PC equivalent. You just don't get a boot screen, that's all. You just show up in the main menu.
that's all right.
That's alright, that's no problem. Still
I'm doing good.
better graphics that way in general. But to have narrow that down to the same low, medium, high, and have it upgradable to the point where it's like, okay, you want to put in, you bought a low system, you want to put in a medium level graphics card or whatever, you want to upgrade it slowly over time as new components come out. They should be easily swappable and discounted too. If you're ordering, if the company makes them, orders them in mass production, like companies making consoles, they get discounted prices, and they can sell to the consumer at a discounted price. And if SteamOS knows, okay, I've got these 3 graphics cards to work for, not a dozen, they can better utilize and optimize themselves to work on those cards, and
especially if they're all the same brand.
Yeah. And these are the things that Valve really needs to get into if they want this Steam Machine project to work, because I would love to get back into PC gaming. We haven't really done it since like the mid-90s. Late 90s, mid-90s, something like that, where we had like Unreal Tournament and Quake 3 Arena. We played those on our old iMacs a lot, and then the original StarCraft, we tried to get into StarCraft 2. We do have machines that run that, but beyond that, we just don't do much PC gaming because it's inconvenient, it's complicated. It may be cheaper to get on Steam, but trying to get it to run on your system as equal to or better than the console equivalent, because there's not that many games that are exclusive to PC. At least, they typically start on console, they're developed for console, and then they're ported over to PC. And you even have like a Mac version of Skyrim that's been unofficially ported over, and you don't want to play it because it's just not quite the same, even though it loads faster and it looks better. There's not an easy way of setting up the PS3 controller to work with the Mac, so it's kind of inconvenient to try to set it up and run it the same way as you would right now. Yeah, I mean, the Steam Machine thing is an absolute mess at this point, and I had some pretty high hopes for it, and at this point, I mean, for the most part, CES is kind of an event where a lot of prototypes are shown, a lot of things like, hey, this is kind of stuff that we can do. The likelihood of it actually getting onto market, or even bothering to mention a price for these things, is kind of iffy,
Yeah.
Out of these 14 Steam machines, in all likelihood, maybe only 6 of them actually get released, because the public, the user feedback, they say like, the 6,000 is way too much. Nobody's going to spend $6,000 on their PC gaming rig, especially.
Well, that's often the case, though. I mean, that's one of the things that are known to be done in marketing is to have something ridiculously priced, so that when you look at the cheaper ones, oh, you see the expensive one, oh, well, okay, the one 3 models down doesn't seem so bad now.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, also CS is known for their gigantic TVs. It's like 120-inch Ultra HD, like widescreen by several different companies, have anywhere from 100 to 120 inches. It's like, you pretty much have to build your house around it. There's no way of getting that thing in a living room unless it's being built along with it. and those are for the overwhelmingly rich people. Apparently, did you see the complete meltdown of Michael Bay? Yeah.
Oh, I saw it available on YouTube. I didn't actually watch it yet.
Oh, it's just hilarious. They had, I think it was forget which company had him as one of the 100-inch some of so TVs, and so like, well, to promote our new TV, let's bring out Michael Bay here, and so the crowd applause, and so like trying to talk about it, but apparently Michael Bay had skipped the initial teleprompter thing, indicating his general greeting. So it's like, hi, I'm representing this TV, I really like it and stuff, and so the teleprompter just kind of scrolled back and forth. It's like, I'm a little confused. Where do you want me to start? And so he was confused, and Michael Bay was confused, and it's like, we'll just wing it. So what do you really like about this TV? What do you like to do as a director? Like, well, the director I like to make these kind of scenes, and I have to leave now. So he just walks off the stage. Like, oh, Michael Bay, everybody! And it's like, oh boy, I just completely embarrassed myself. Like, you gotta admit, I would completely crash that situation too if I skipped something relying on a teleprompter, and it's supposed to be a really stage-specific event, and everything just crashes on me like that. I would just, on one hand, I feel for him, and on the other hand, he's ruining the things I liked from my childhood. He's ruined Transformers, now he's ruining Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
We don't know that yet. Be like the black nerd, okay?
Black nerd comedy.
Yeah.
It's like April O'Neil, Megan Fox.
She's going to have red hair.
Yeah, she can have red hair, but the fact that whatever they did to her hair made it fall out, and she's wearing a wig. They were going to dye it red, and whatever dye that they used is huge patches of hair falling out. Not good. Anyways, until next time, happy gaming.